This year, South Africa will have the honor and the privilege to be chair of BRICS in 2023. South Africa will be chair of BRICS, which brings together China, Brazil, India, and Russia. And we are going to have a summit here.
As the world economy continues to shift, one group of nations has emerged as a powerful force in global affairs. The BRICS countries are a collective of developing nations that have seen their economies grow rapidly in recent years. As we await the Brics Summit in 2023, there is no doubt that these nations will continue to shine and make progress towards their goals. One recent development in the BRICS community is the Economic Indaba held in South Africa in March of 2023. The Indaba was an opportunity for representatives from each of the 5 countries to come together and identify broad priority areas for the coming year. The focus of the Indaba was on economic development, with discussions centered on areas such as infrastructure, trade, and investment. One major outcome of the Indaba was the agreement to establish a BRICS Infrastructure Investment Fund. The fund will be used to finance infrastructure projects in member countries, with the aim of improving connectivity and promoting economic growth. The fund will be jointly managed by the BRICS Development Bank and other financial institutions in member countries. Another area of focus at the Indaba was trade. Participants discussed ways to increase trade among member countries, including reducing barriers to trade and improving transportation and logistics infrastructure. They also discussed the importance of promoting trade with other countries outside the BRICS community. The Economic Indaba was just one example of the ways in which BRICS countries are working together to achieve their shared goals. These countries have already made significant progress in recent years, with a combined GDP of more than $16 trillion and a population of over 3 billion. They have also made important strides in areas such as education, healthcare, and poverty reduction. Despite these successes, there are also challenges facing the BRICS community. One of the biggest challenges is the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, which has had a significant impact on economies around the world. The pandemic has hit developing countries particularly hard, and BRICS countries are no exception. To address these challenges, BRICS countries are working together to develop strategies for recovery and growth. They are investing in healthcare systems and infrastructure, promoting trade and investment, and sharing knowledge and expertise in areas such as technology and innovation. One example of this cooperation is the recent invitation extended by South African President Cyril Ramaphosa to Russian President Vladimir Putin. Putin has accepted the invitation to attend the 2023 BRICS Summit in Durban, South Africa, and this gesture demonstrates the growing strength and importance of the BRICS community. The invitation to Putin is particularly significant given the ongoing tensions between Russia and other Western countries. It shows that BRICS countries are willing to work together and build partnerships that transcend political differences. It also highlights the important role that BRICS countries can play in shaping global affairs. As the BRICS community continues to grow and evolve, it is clear that it has the potential to be a powerful force for positive change in the world. The community has already made significant progress in areas such as economic development and poverty reduction, and it is poised to make even greater strides in the years to come. Of course, there are risks and challenges associated with this growth. The BRICS community must navigate complex geopolitical issues, address the ongoing effects of the pandemic, and ensure that its economic growth is sustainable and equitable. However, as long as these countries continue to work together and build on their shared strengths, there is no doubt that they will continue to shine. The 13th BRICS Summit is set to be held in Durban, South Africa in 2023, and preparations are well underway. The summit brings together the leaders of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, representing 5 major emerging economies in the world. As the host country, South Africa has been taking the lead in organizing the summit and has invited leaders from around the world to participate. One notable invitee is Russian President Vladimir Putin, who has confirmed his attendance at the summit. Putin's attendance has been a point of interest for many, given Russia's recent tensions with the West, particularly with the United States and the European Union. However, the fact that Putin has accepted the invitation is a clear indication of Russia's commitment to the BRICS partnership and its desire to strengthen economic ties with the other BRICS nations. According to a report by WION News, Putin has been invited to attend the Brics Summit by South African President Cyril Ramaphosa. Ramaphosa extended the invitation during a phone call with Putin, during which the two leaders discussed the current state of relations between their countries and the importance of the BRICS partnership. Putin's attendance at the summit is expected to be a major boost for the event, and it is likely that his presence will draw significant media attention. It is also expected that Putin will take the opportunity to meet with other leaders on the sidelines of the summit to discuss bilateral issues and explore opportunities for further cooperation. The BRICS partnership was established in 2006 as a platform for cooperation among 5 major emerging economies. Since then, the partnership has grown in strength and has become an important force in the global economy. The member countries represent almost 42% of the world's population and over a quarter of the world's land area. They also account for around 23% of global GDP and 16% of world trade. The BRICS countries have identified a number of priority areas for cooperation, including trade and investment, energy, agriculture, science and technology, and cultural exchanges. The recent BRICS Economic Indaba, held in March 2023, identified these priority areas and laid out plans for further cooperation in these areas. Russia has been a key player in the BRICS partnership since its inception and has played an important role in shaping the partnership's agenda. Russia has been particularly focused on expanding trade and investment ties with the other BRICS countries and has been actively promoting initiatives to enhance economic cooperation between the member states. Russia has also been keen to strengthen its relationship with South Africa, and Putin's attendance at the summit is expected to be a major step in this direction. South Africa is an important partner for Russia in Africa and is seen as a key entry point into the continent for Russian businesses. According to a report in the Mercury, South Africa's BRICS Sherpa, Anil Suklal, has confirmed that Putin will attend the summit in Durban. Suklal also stated that South Africa is looking forward to welcoming Putin to the country and to strengthening its ties with Russia. The BRICS partnership has been hailed as an important force for economic development and growth in the member countries. The partnership has enabled the member countries to collaborate on a range of issues and has helped to promote trade and investment between the member states. However, the BRICS partnership is not without its challenges. The member countries are at different stages of development and have different priorities and concerns. This can make it difficult to reach consensus on certain issues.
Your Excellency, and my ITEC co-chair, Minister Alexander Kozlov,
The BRICS partnership is
the Ambassador of the Russian Federation to South Africa, His Excellency, Ambassador Rubashev, members of the Russian delegation, members of the South African delegation, and guests from the media. This is indeed a great honor for me to host the 17th session of ITEC, especially as we were unable to hold the 16th ITEC session in person in 2021 due to the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic. This 17th ITEC session is important for both countries as it
Europe and Asia. However, in recent years, the Kremlin has sought to expand its footprint on the African continent. Putin's visit to South Africa will be an important opportunity for Russia to strengthen its economic ties with African countries. It is also worth noting that Putin's attendance at the BRICS summit comes at a time of growing tensions between Russia and the West. Relations between Russia and the United States in particular have been strained since the annexation of Crimea in 2014. Putin's visit to South Africa could be seen as a way for Russia to demonstrate its global influence and strengthen its relationships with other countries. Overall, Putin's decision to attend the BRICS summit in South Africa is significant for several reasons. It is a sign of the growing importance of the BRICS alliance, which is becoming an increasingly powerful force in the global economy. It also reflects Russia's growing interest in Africa and its desire to expand its economic and political influence in the region. Finally, it is a reflection of the complex geopolitical dynamics that are shaping the world today, as countries like Russia seek to assert their power in a changing global landscape. Thanks for watching and see you in our next video.